Good afternoon and welcome to NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold for this Tuesday, the 14th day of January in the year of our Lord 2021. From Breitbart News comes this one. Emperor Biden. Joe sets record for executive orders in first week. So here we go. As of January 25, 2021, Biden has issued 33 executive orders, actions, proclamations, memoranda, and agency directives, according to CNN. 21 of these, according to the White House website, are executive orders. President Donald Trump signed 4 in his first week in 2017, and they raised hell about that one. President Barack Obama signed 5 in 2009. President George W. Bush signed none in his first week in 2001, and President Bill Clinton signed 1 in 1993. The historical norm for most presidents appear to be no more than a few executive orders, if any, in the first week. The American Presidency Project at the University of California, Santa Barbara confirms that no other president has issued as many as Biden, not even Franklin Delano Roosevelt, whose energetic first 100 days set a new standard for activity. Past presidents have defended the aggressive use of executive orders when the opposing party controls one or both of the houses of Congress. But in this case, Biden's Democratic Party controls both the House and the Senate, leaving few obstacles. Earlier this month, while previewing Biden's first days in office, incoming Chief of Staff Ron Klain told reporters that the new president's planned executive orders would be, quote, a restoration of an appropriate constitutional role for the president, unquote. Instead, Biden's slew of executive orders appear to mark a massive historic expansion of the power of the presidency. But for Biden, this is just the beginning. He wants to push his America Last program with a bang. And now to remove the liberal blindfold here, folks. Folks, we have been warned of this anti-American stuff and that it is coming. But now it is here. One quote from the Australian reads thus: Green activism mandate in schools. Lessons in climate change and environment and how to protest will be compulsory subjects of all schools worldwide as part of the Paris Agreement, under plans being developed for this year's UN Climate Summit in Glasgow. Now, what the hell does schools have to do with climate, you may ask? Indoctrination, folks. Of course, we have to realize here, it isn't things that we all believe in. It is just the leftist ideology to force all of us to be taught in the ways of totalitarianism. Theirs. Climate change, though it has been debunked many, many times as nothing but cyclical weather, is going to be taught to our children as the absolute gospel, and they will learn the falsehood that man-made climate change is the way that Earth is being destroyed. The problem is that God created this world, and only God has the power to destroy it, meaning that the Democrats and the left have taken it upon themselves to be God. On that, I use the small g for God because they are not. Biden has also decided that America's children should be indoctrinated even more than they already are by forcing on them, without the parents' consent, by the way, to teach them activism against the United States government when the government doesn't do what the new Nazi leftists are being taught. Yes, my friends, your children are going to be taught how to protest or riot against the government when it turns to an America First agenda. It has to be America Last for them to be happy. Your children are going to be taught this stuff. I have been saying for years now that the left has declared war on America. And more proof of that is in Biden's signing of his executive order to disband the 1776 Commission, which would teach your children to want to know about the true American history and what really happened. Now they will just learn about the left's warped vision of America and how we had to have slavery and how we were the only country in the world to do that, even though slavery was in fact prevalent all over the world at that time, and it was the black slave traders who sold the slaves to America. Your children will not be taught that America went to war with itself to end slavery and that blacks are better off in America than in any other country in the world now. All they will be taught is the left's mantra that blacks are being killed more often by white police than anything, and that is so far from the truth that it is nothing but a complete lie. They will be taught that America is the root of all evil in this world and that we should accept terrorists because they believe in freedom. They will be taught dad and mom are not male and female, but instead are the same in every aspect unless they are like Pelosi because she is actually a female. Something your kids will be taught doesn't exist. The Biden administration has taken Trump's America First ideal, flushed it down the toilet, and put their own America Last program into full display. And though the fraud and the cheating of the last election went ignored by the left, mark my words, folks, if this had happened and Trump won because of it, they would be railing against America to make sure that the election's fraudulent behavior would never be done again, unless, of course, it helped them to win. We are seeing that today. America's fraudulent president, Joe Biden, building his America Last program by getting rid of America First program Trump enacted for all of us. They have thrown states like New Mexico, who voted for Biden, sort of, for his policies and thrown them under the bus. Buyer's remorse is happening here as I speak. He shut down the Keystone Pipeline, even though Canada has invested millions of dollars in that too, and literally threw our closest ally under the bus, along with all of us, no matter who we voted for in this last election. The loss of jobs from this agenda is not just affecting Americans, but Canadians too, and they didn't vote for any of this. Of course, a majority of us didn't either, but we are getting it because the Supreme Court didn't look at the facts and evidence, instead said there was none. I myself do not support a president who doesn't support and fight for America, and everything Biden has done so far shows he doesn't support America at all, only his hatred for Trump and Americans and his desire to help everyone else, enemies included. We are supposed to be a constitutional republic, and American patriots know this, and because of that, we will not be ruled. I'll see you again tomorrow, and God bless you all.